Okay guys, this is how to set up your Tradingview and your demo account for practice, um, to practice your trades. So you're going to go to tradingview.com. That's the website, tradingview.com, up here in the top left in the search bar. Once you click tradingview.com search, this will pop up. Get started for free. You don't have to get the paid version. You can just choose get started for free. Once you click that, it's going to give you plans, different plans, monthly plans that you can get. But for right now, you're going to stick with free. Free until you're ready, because you're using this to practice and to learn how to maneuver the market. So $0 forever, sign up, no credit card needed. So you hit sign up. Once you hit sign up, then it's going to ask you to sign up with your email. So you can either choose a Gmail account or a different email. Or you could use Facebook, LinkedIn, X. All right, so I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in. And once you log in, it's going to take you to the home page. Well, it's going to take you here because it wants you to pay for a product, but we don't want to do that. So you're going to go here on the top of the middle of the website. It says products, community, markets, brokers. You're going to choose products, and right under products, it says super charts. You're going to click on super charts. Super charts is where you're going to mark up your charts and be able to trade on a demo account. So once you're in, you're going to, on the top left here, you see a magnifying glass. That's a search, symbol search. You're going to click on that. And then you have all these different options. If you're trading stocks, futures, Forex, crypto, indices, bonds, options, you're going to choose whichever product that you trade. For this example, I'm going to use Forex. So you're going to choose your favorite pair. I'm going to do British pound against the Japanese yen, GJ. And I'm going to use the forex.com as the broker, but you can choose any one. It's just that sometimes they have different symbols, different price action. And you'll learn that from the academy. When you log in, they talk about that. And so here I have the chart, and this is a 15-minute chart for the GJ, Great British Pound against the US dollar. Now, I gotta start over because I was already logged in on that. So this is how you're gonna set up your demo account in TradingView for free. You're gonna go down here to the bottom left where it says Trading Panel. And when you hover over it, it says Open Trading Panel. So you're gonna click on Trading Panel. When you click on that, it's gonna pop up all these different brokers that you can trade with. For us, we're going to start with paper trading. That is your demo account. This is simulated by TradingView. So TradingView allows you to practice using their demo accounts. So you're going to click on paper trading, and then you're going to hit connect, and you're going to connect it with your email. And it's automatically going to set you up with a $100,000 demo account. Okay? once you're in there, you'll see it says paper trading and it'll have a green light next to it. When the market is open, it'll show you that it's connected. When it's not open, it doesn't show you green. Okay, so we're going, if you want to minimize, well, you're going to want to minimize the screen. So you're going to go to the right side and hit this little minus sign, and then that trading panel goes away. If you want to look at the trading panel again, all you got to do is go to the bottom left, click paper trading, and it'll populate. It'll show you your positions, it'll show you your orders, it'll show you your history, it'll show you account history, how much you made, how much you lost, and this is your trading journal. Successfully placed, canceled, basically for you to view. Okay, so I'm going to minimize it and show you now that we have our demo account connected to Tradingview. Let's say, we are predicting that the market is going to continue lower because it's in a downtrend, for example. So we want to put in a sell. You're going to go to the bottom left next to paper trading. There's a little rectangle that says trade. This is how you can place an order using the order panel. When you click trade, the order panel pops up on the right hand side. So you can either do market order, a limit order, or a stop. We're going to focus on markets and limits. So for market, obviously, well, not obviously, but when you're doing market execution, that means you're jumping in right wherever price is. If you're doing a limit order, that means you want to wait until price gets to a certain area before you get into the trade. So let's say I want price to come back up to here before I get into a sell. So I'm expecting a retrace, or let's say I want market to come up here before it goes further down. So I'm expecting a retrace and then to hit my order and then go down. So this is what you call a limit order. I can easily, now this says buy, so it's really important that you choose buy or sell. So that's important. For me, I'm doing a sell. So you always want to make sure you're on the right side, whether you're buying or selling. So here we're going to sell. So let's say I'm going to put the sell limit order right here at the top of this candle. I'm going to drag my take profit to where I think price is going to go. Like based on my study, research, my markups and all that, I'm imagining price is going to come down here. And then I want my stop loss to be just above this candle to give it room to breathe. So here it shows me exactly how much I'm willing to risk, $1.90, and my profit will be $4.88. Now I can always adjust my order before I actually submit the order. So let's say I want to do 3,000 as my lot size. It'll show you here $14.64 is your take profit, and then your stop loss risk is $5.70. So you can choose your risk here as well. So if you want a certain percentage, if you only want to risk, let's say 2%, then you need to change your quantity . 3,000. So only risk balance. It's not giving me the proper risk. Risk in US dollars. Risk in US dollars. So it shows me if I want to do a percent, if I want to risk 1% of my balance, 0.01%. Remember that this demo account is a $100,000 account, so 0.01% is a lot. So the $27.27 would be my take profit, and then $10 would be my risk. So if you don't want to do that and you want to set a specific amount, you could just do risk in dollars and then lower your units. Okay, my take profit, I moved it so it shows me how many pips that I chose. Stop loss 19 pips, and then my take profit is 48.8 pips. All right. And then I'm going to hit sell, and it's going to put in my order. So now when price gets up to my order at 1.31461 price or 459 price, then it's going to trigger my order and start my trade. Okay. Once the trade is started, then hopefully, it'll move around, either go up a little into my stop loss area, and then hopefully get down to my take profit and close the trade. Once price comes down to this area, it's going to automatically close the trade once it hits my take profit. Or vice versa. If price goes all the way up here and hits my stop loss, it's going to close the trade at a $5.70 loss. Okay, so let's close this. We can cancel this order. And now I want to show you how to do a market order. Market here, I'm still going to do a sell. So let's say market order means that I'm jumping in right where price is. So if I want to, here, the limit order showed up here. Market order does not show up on the screen, only the limit order. You see the difference? Limit order gives you time to adjust, where market order, it takes you right in where price is. So you would have to set your stop loss and your take profit from here. And then you can always adjust it. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the trade in a sell, and I can adjust this as needed once I'm in there. So let's say I don't want to risk that much. I want it to just be above this market structure here. And then I like what my take profit is, so I'll just leave that there. And so I'll just, either watch it or don't watch it. If you just want to set it and forget it and keep it moving, then you can go on about your business. Okay. And then if you want to close this trading panel out, you just hit the X on the top right, and that'll open up your chart fully so you could see your chart. And then if you want to close this trade, all you have to do is close position by hitting this X right next to the price. X. You don't want to X your stop loss or your take profit, because that'll close out your take profit and your stop loss only. Your trade will still be open, and then you are susceptible to risk if you don't have your stop loss in place. So you always want to make sure that you close your trade from the original price that you opened it. Very important. So you close your position. So I'm going to just close this position at 3-cent profit. Okay. And there you have it. So when I go down here, click on paper trading and show history, it's going to show me that my order was filled. Account history shows my realized profit and loss. Here's 3 cents. Okay. And then if you want to log out of this, you just go to paper trading, click on that little arrow, drop down arrow here, and log out of paper trading. You want to re-watch this video, you can. All right, thank you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.